Millionaire saw his black maid crying in the closet. What he did next shocked everyone. Adrian Harrington had built his fortune noticing details others missed: market shifts, competitor weaknesses, the subtle signs of opportunity in chaos. But nothing prepared him for the sound that stopped him cold in his own mansion hallway one late afternoon. A muffled cry, soft and broken, leaking from the linen closet door like a secret too heavy to contain. He paused, heart tightening in a way no boardroom battle ever triggered. Gently, he turned the handle. There sat Lena Jackson, his newest maid, knees pulled to her chest on the floor amid folded towels, tears carving tracks down her dark cheeks as she desperately silenced her sobs. Her wide eyes met his, pure panic flashing. "Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just needed a minute. Please don't fire me." Her voice trembled like she'd rehearsed that plea 1,000 times. Adrian stepped inside, crouching slowly to her level, his usual commanding presence softening into something human. "Lena, who told you crying makes you replaceable?" Her lip quivered harder. She swiped at her tears, but he gently caught her hand. "Talk to me. Whatever it is, you don't have to carry it alone." And then the dam broke. Everything poured out in whispers and gasps. Her ex pounding on her apartment door last night, refusing to accept their breakup, leaving fresh bruises she hid under long sleeves. The 2-hour walk to work each way because bus fare ate into the money she sent her sick mother for hospital bills. The exhaustion that hit like a wave some days, but she pushed through because this job was her lifeline. "I'm invisible except when someone wants to hurt me," she choked out. Adrian's chest cracked open. No one deserved this quiet suffering, least of all this woman who'd polished his flaws with a diligence that shamed his own drive. Smiling through swollen eyes, no one else noticed. He stood, extended his hand. "You're coming with me. You're getting help, and you're never going back to that pain alone." What happened next would shock his entire staff, reshape his world, and awaken something in Lena she thought long dead a chance to breathe free. Before we dive deeper, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from and what time it is there. And if emotional stories like this pull at your heart, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss one. Lena stared up at Adrian's outstretched hand like it might vanish. Her fingers trembled as she took it, letting him pull her to her feet amid the scent of fresh linens and her own salt-streaked tears. She wiped her face roughly, expecting the cold dismissal she'd braced for her whole life, the quick, "Clean yourself up and get back to work," from every boss before. But Adrian just held her gaze, steady and unjudging. "First things first," he said quietly. "Show me your wrists." She froze, instinct screaming to pull away, but something in his tone, calm authority without demand, made her slowly roll up her sleeve. Dark fingerprints bloomed purple against her rich brown skin, fresh from last night's rage. Adrian's jaw tightened, but his voice stayed even. "He did this?" Lena nodded, shame flooding her. "We broke up 6 months ago. He won't let go, says I owe him for putting up with me. Last night he waited outside my building, followed me up the stairs, broke the door lock to get in. I fought him off with a lamp, but..." She trailed off, rubbing her arm. Adrian exhaled slowly. "You're not going back there tonight, or any night until this is handled." She blinked, reality snapping back. "Sir, I can't. I have to work. Send money to Mama's treatments. The hospital called yesterday. Her dialysis is backed up unless..." "Lena." He cut her off gently but firm. "This isn't a debate. You're staying here tonight. There's a guest room in the east wing, clean sheets, private bath. No one will bother you. Tomorrow, my driver takes you wherever you need to go, including the hospital for your mother. And my lawyer? He'll have a restraining order drafted by morning." Her breath hitched. "A guest room? But I'm staff. People will talk. Mrs. Ellis already looks at me sideways." Adrian's eyes narrowed slightly. "Let them talk. You're a person first, Lena, not staff. And if Mrs. Ellis has a problem with basic decency, she can discuss it with me." Lena's knees nearly buckled. No one had ever fought for her space like this. Not her ex, who claimed protection but delivered fists. Not her late father, worn down by factory shifts. Just this man, tall and composed in his tailored shirt, seeing her fully for the first time. He led her down the hall, past staff who pretended not to stare, Mrs. Ellis folding linens with pursed lips, young Tomas pausing his polishing with wide eyes. Whispers trailed them like smoke. "What's Mr. Harrington doing? With the new girl? After hours?" Lena kept her head down, heat rising in her cheeks, but Adrian walked like he owned the world, which he largely did, and no one dared question. The East Wing guest room was worlds from the cramped staff quarters. King bed piled with pillows, window overlooking manicured gardens, ensuite bath, gleaming white. Lena stood frozen in the doorway. This is too much. I clean rooms like this. I don't sleep in them. Adrian handed her a keycard. You do tonight. Fresh clothes in the dresser, Mrs. Chen keeps spares. Food's in the kitchen anytime. Lock this door. No one enters without your say. She clutched the card. And work. Tomorrow? Paid time off until we sort this. Doctor's appointment first thing, full checkup. Your bruises documented for the lawyer. Lena's throat tightened. Paid time off? For her? Sir, I can't accept. Adrian, he corrected softly. And yes, you can. Because pushing through pain isn't strength, Lena. It's survival. You deserve more. He paused at the door. Phone me if you need anything. My number's programmed in the room phone. Then he was gone, leaving her alone in luxury that felt like a dream she might wake from bruised and broke. Lena sank onto the bed, the mattress yielding soft under her. She pulled out her cracked phone, first call to Mama. Baby, you sound different. Where you at? Lena explained in hushed tones, voice cracking over hospital bills piling up, Mama's cough worsening. That man giving you a room? In his house? Girl, be careful. Rich folks got their own traps. Mama, he's different. Saw my bruises, didn't flinch. Got a lawyer coming. Mama sighed long. Just keep your eyes open. You walked 2 hours today on those blisters. Don't let nobody make you forget your worth. Lena hung up, staring at her reflection in the vanity mirror. Tired eyes, full lips pressed thin, tight curls escaping her scarf. Bruises, shadowing her jaw. For the first time in years, someone saw it all and didn't look away disgusted. She showered slow, hot water soothing aches she'd ignored, washing away grime from the long walk. Slipping into soft pajamas, she crawled into bed, locking the door twice. Sleep came heavy, dreamless the first full night in months. Morning light filtered through silk curtains, a soft knock. Mrs. Chen, head housekeeper, with a tray, eggs, fruit, strong coffee, oatmeal. Mr. Adrian said, eat up. Car leaves in 30 for your doctors. Lena sat up, wary. Mrs. Chen's lined face softened. We all see how hard you work, child. No judgment here. Relief washed over Lena. Breakfast tasted like heaven, no rushed bites before the trek to work. The driver, Marcus, waited downstairs in a black SUV, nodding polite. Clinic first, miss, then hospital if needed. The exam room smelled clean, sterile. Dr. Patel, kind-eyed Indian woman, documented every bruise methodically, old yellowing ones layered under new purple. Ribs tender, possible hairline crack healing, wrist sprain, signs of chronic stress. Lena stared at the floor during questions. How long the abuse? On and off 3 years. Worse since breakup. Dr. Patel nodded. No pity, just facts for the report. You're doing right coming forward. Blood work too, check anemia from exhaustion. Marcus drove next to the hospital, Lena clutching the medical folder like armor. Mama lay frail in her bed, oxygen tube snaking, but eyes lit seeing her daughter clean, rested. Look at you, no hobble. Lena hugged, careful. Adrian, Mr. Harrington, sending money for bills today. Lawyer handling Derek too. Mama gripped her hand. Use this chance, Lena. Don't just survive, live. Back at the mansion by noon, Adrian waited in his study, sleeves rolled, reviewing papers with a sharp-suited lawyer. Mr. Reynolds. Lena, come in. She handed over the medical report. Reynolds scanned it, whistling low. Solid evidence. Emergency restraining order today keeps him 500 yards from you. Work, your mother's hospital. Violation means jail time. Fast. Adrian slid a check across. Hospital bills covered through year-end. Driver permanent, no more walking. Lena's pulse raced. I pay you back. Every penny. Adrian met her eyes. When you're ready. No rush. Focus on healing first. Reynolds left with forms signed. Alone, Lena exhaled. Why? You don't know me. Adrian leaned back. I know you've kept this place spotless 3 months without complaint. I know you smile through pain most wouldn't. That's worth protecting. Heat bloomed in her chest, not debt, but seen. Staff lunch buzzed awkward. Mrs. Ellis side-eyed. Guest rooms for maids now? Tomas shushed her. Mr. Adrian's call. Lena ate quiet, feeling eyes but chin up. Afternoon. She insisted helping dusting library shelves, Adrian working nearby. Silence. Comfortable at first. Then he spoke. Tell me about your mother. Lena paused, feather duster. Cancer. 3 years. Strong woman. Raised me alone after Dad died young. Taught me work hard, head high. Sounds like her daughter. She flushed. Derek said I was lazy, worthless. Made me believe it. Adrian set his pen down. He lied. You're anything but. Simple words, but they landed deep, cracking old walls. Days blurred. Restraining order granted same day. Derek served at his construction site. Cops hauling him, yelling. Lena's phone blew up deleted voicemails, but new mansion line stayed silent. Driver Marcus became familiar. Chatting routes, playing gospel radio low. Mama's color improved post-treatment, calling daily grateful. That man's a keeper, Lena. Rare breed. Nights. Lena explored the room. Books from Adrian's library, plush robe, garden views where fireflies danced. She slept sound, woke rested. First time feeling human, not machine. But whispers grew. Mrs. Ellis cornered her in kitchen. Don't get ideas, girl. He helps strays sometimes. Passes. Lena stiffened. Not a stray, and I clean my own way out. Adrian overheard. Voice steel later. Mrs. Ellis. Lena's position unchanged unless she chooses. Any more comments? Yours changes. Housewife backed off fast. Tension simmered though class lines, her black skin drawing extra scrutiny in white glove world. One evening, Adrian found her on balcony, staring stars. Rough day? Just feeling eyes, like I don't belong. He joined her rail lean. You belong anywhere you stand tall. Ignore the noise. Moonlight silvered his profile, strong jaw, thoughtful eyes. Something stirred in Lena, unfamiliar warmth. Thank you, really. No thanks needed. Justice, not favor. But his nearness lingered, electric quiet. Week 2, hospital called. Mama stable enough, discharge soon. Lena paced garden path, phone hot. Adrian approached. Good news? Yes, but recovery home needed. My apartment's shoebox, unsafe. He nodded. Stay here longer. East Wing has space. Can't impose forever. Not imposing. Investing in someone valuable. She searched his face. Why me? Because I see potential crushed by circumstance, and because no one should walk 2 hours bruised, sending every dime away. Vulnerability cracked her guard. Derek isolated me. No friends left. Mama all I had. Adrian's voice dropped. Not anymore. Phone buzzed, unknown number. Voicemail. Derek's slur. Think lawyer saves you? I'll find you. Lena paled, handing phone. Adrian listened, fury veiled. Blocked. Reynolds escalates charges, stalking now. Police watch your old building. She nodded, shaky. Scared he'll show. He won't. Not here. He guided her inside. Hand light on back first, touch beyond handshake. Safety in it, not threat. Dinner that night. Staff table, quiet, respectful. Tomas grinned. Driver says, hi. Laughter broke ice. Lena slept deeper, dreams shifting from fear to possibility. Month in, changes rooted. Lena's walks gone, feet blistered, healed, bruises faded gold. She volunteered library time, organizing Adrian's rare books with care, uncovering first editions. You have knack, he noted one afternoon, watching her shelve. Studied library science before Derek derailed everything. Eyes lit. Really, community college, dreamed curating collections. Could still. Hope flickered. Mama discharged to mansion, guest room nearby, infirmary set up quick. Women bonded instant. Mama teasing Adrian. Handsome rescuer type. He chuckled. Just neighborly. But evenings lengthened, 3 sharing tea, stories flowing. Lena opened slow. Childhood in small town. Dad's mill accident. Mama's grit. Adrian shared 2 self-made from nothing. Lonely empire peak. Success isolates, he admitted. Until lately, gaze held hers. Derek's threats escalated, burned letters at gate, court camera. Police arrested, midnight raid, his trailer trashed, rage. Court date set. Lena testified, calm, medical photos damning. Judge stern, full no contact, violation jail. Relief crashed her post-hearing. Adrian steady outside courthouse. You were brave. Had to be. Drive home silent. His hand covered hers gear shift. Grateful tears fell. Home. Mama hugged tight. Proud baby. Lena's new life took root, like the garden roses blooming outside the mansion windows, steady and vibrant after the long winter of fear. The library job started Monday, a sleek downtown building with towering shelves and quiet patrons who treated her like the expert she was becoming. Marcus dropped her off each morning in the black SUV. No more blistered feet or hurried sprints from the bus stop. She'd step out in crisp blouses and slacks that fit properly, gifts from Mrs. Chen, who insisted, "Look the part you play now." At the circulation desk, her supervisor, Miss Rivera, a sharp Latina woman in her 50s, nodded approval day one. Harrington's reference was gold. "Show me what you can do." Lena dove in, organizing archives with the same meticulous care she'd brought to polishing silverware, uncovering forgotten manuscripts that made patrons gasp. "How'd you find that?" Miss Rivera asked after the third discovery. Lena smiled soft. "Details matter." Lunch breaks brought texts from Mama, photos of her walking the mansion paths unassisted, nurse trailing at a distance. "Stronger every day. That man's check cleared bills clean." Lena replied, quick thumbs up, heart full. Afternoons flowed into cataloging sessions where she'd lose hours, the work healing something deep, proof she was capable beyond scrubbing floors. Evenings, Marcus picked her up precise 5. Adrian waiting sometimes in the study with questions about her day. "Found a first edition today," she'd say, eyes lighting. He'd lean forward, genuinely curious. "Tell me everything." Those talks stretched longer, coffee turning to dinner, Mama joining with stories of her own youth. The mansion no longer felt like employment. It hummed with family rhythm, Tomas dropping by with jokes, Mrs. Chen saving plates of Lena's favorites. Derek's shadow lingered faint. Probation reports clean so far, but Lena slept with the mansion line by her bed just in case. If stories of quiet strength and new beginnings move you, drop a like right now. Have you ever started over after hardship? Share in the comments, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got more coming. 2 weeks in, tension simmered beneath the surface calm. A package arrived at the library unmarked box. Lena's name scrawled shaky. Inside, wilted flowers and a note. "Miss you. Come back. We good now." Derek's handwriting, unmistakable. Stomach churning, she called security immediate. "Miss," Rivera backing her fully. "Document everything. Police?" Cops came quick. Report filed as violation. Drive home tense, Marcus radioing ahead. Adrian met her at the door, face storm clouds. Saw the report. Reynolds filing motion probation revocation. Lena nodded numb. Thought he stopped. Adrian guided her to the sitting room. Mama already there with tea steaming. Men like that don't stop easy. But law's on us now. They sat close, Adrian's presence steady without smothering. Later, alone on the balcony under stars, Lena leaned rail, wind cooling flushed cheeks. Scared it'll never end. Adrian stepped beside, space respectful. "It will. You're building walls he can't breach. Job, skills, us. Us." Word hung sweet. She turned, met his eyes, moonlight silvered. "What are we?" "Honesty raw." He exhaled slow. "Friends first. More if you want. No pressure." Heart fluttered, first time wanted, not taken. "I want." Hands found each other natural, fingers lacing. First kiss tentative under stars, soft and promising. Pulled back smiling shy. "Good?" "Perfect." Mama caught them next morning kitchen, grin wide. "About time." Laughter broke dawn awkwardness. Workdays filled purpose. Lena mentored a teen volunteer at library, shy girl named Tia, with dreams bigger than her circumstances. "How'd you get here?" Tia asked, shelving. Lena paused, book in hand. Hard path. Wrong man, sick mama, long walks. But someone saw me, believed. Tia eyes wide. Like a fairy tale. Real life better. Took time, work, courage. Words echoed her own journey. "Home," Adrian surprised with books, rare volumes on black literature history. "For your collection," she traced spines, teary. "Know me too well." Dinner intimate. Mama retired early. Conversation deepened, Adrian opening scars. Divorced 10 years ago. Wife wanted lifestyle, not me. Built walls since. Lena touched hand. Found door through. Vulnerability bridged them. Trust solidifying. Mid-month crisis hit. Mama's scan showed spot doctors cautious. More tests. Lena paced library break room, phone glued. Adrian called. Heard. Nurse driving her now. You. Work ending soon. I'll meet you hospital. Reunion waiting room tense. Doctors conferring. Biopsy needed. Adrian handled logistics seamless, best specialist. Private room. Mama gripped Lena's hand. Fight like always. Results next day, benign cyst. Relief crashing waves. Group hug, tear-streaked. Adrian's arms encompassing. Told you strong. Celebration, simple ice cream garden. Laughter, healing. That night, first real date, Adrian restaurant downtown. Candlelit corner. No boss-maid divide equals talking dreams. Curator-director, someday, she shared. You will. His belief fueled her. Walk home arm in arm, city lights blurring. Balcony kiss deeper, passion tempered patience. No rush, he whispered. All-time world. Probation hearing loomed. Derek's violation escalated, box traced to him. Flowers wilted, deliberate threat. Court packed, Lena testified, composed. Voice steady, years abuse. Recent stalking. Derek slouched defendant's table, eyes downcast. Lawyer pleading, counseling progress. Judge stern. Pattern persists. Probation revoked. 18 months county jail. No contact. Gavel fell. Final. Outside, Adrian hugged tight. Over. Drive home euphoric. Windows down. Wind freedom. Mansion party, spontaneous staff cheering. Tomas dancing kitchen. Mrs. Ellis even smiled, reluctant. Proud, girl. Lena beamed, belonging full. The probation hearing victory felt like closing a heavy iron gate behind years of fear. But Lena knew men like Derek didn't surrender quietly. The mansion settled into a new rhythm, her library days structured and fulfilling, evenings filled with Adrian's quiet company, Mama's improving health, knitting the three of them, closer than blood. Yet beneath the calm, something deeper grew between Lena and Adrian, fragile as new spring growth pushing through winter soil. Their first official date had set the tone, respectful, patient, each moment earned. But now, with Derek's jail time secured, space opened for feelings to breathe. One crisp autumn evening, 3 months after the hearing, Adrian suggested a drive. Nowhere fancy, just us. Lena hesitated. Mama was stable, work thriving, but independence still felt new, precious. Mama okay? Alone? Adrian smiled. Mrs. Chen's teaching her mahjong. They're thick as thieves. Marcus drove them to a quiet overlook above the city, stars sprawling, endless. Picnic basket, weighted cheese, grapes, her favorite ginger wine. They spread blanket, city lights twinkling distant. Conversation meandered easy, her library finds, his latest deal stress. Shared silences comfortable, then deeper waters. Ever think about future? Adrian asked, tracing constellations. Lena leaned back, vulnerable. Used to dream big, curator. Maybe own shop, rare books. Derek shrunk that. Adrian turned, eyes serious, moonlight. Dream again. Bigger. She searched his face. With you. Honesty raw. If you'll have me. No timeline. Just direction. Heart swelled. Yes. First real kiss followed, not tentative now, but certain. Hands framing faces. World fading. Pulled back, breathless, smiling. That's direction. Back home, Mama waited, sly grin. Good drive? Lena flushed. Perfect. Adrian bid goodnight. Respectful doorstep, kiss soft, promise lingering. Sleep came sweet, dreams hopeful. Lena's library promotion came, junior curator, own office, team reporting, celebration, dinner mansion, grand staff attended. Tomas toasting loud, Mrs. Chen teary proud. Adrian gifted leather portfolio embossed L.J. initials. For contracts you'll sign. Later private, balcony ritual, she whispered. Love you. First time spoken. He cupped face reverent. Love you longer. Intimacy deepened, slow shared bed occasional, boundaries honored always. Mama watched approving. He sees you whole, baby, not pieces. Derek's jail letters started, smuggled somehow, arriving library mail. Rich boy bought you. Real me waits. Lena forwarded legal immediate. Reynolds filing harassment charges. Probation officer visited mansion, confirming compliance. He's angry, not dangerous now. Still, nightmares. Returned Lena, waking sweat-drenched. Adrian soothing quiet. Past echoes. You're present. Therapy resumed, group survivors. Lena sharing now, voice carrying weight. He made me invisible. This man sees everything. Lena curated. First exhibit Black authors overlooked century. Draw in crowds. Local paper feature. From cleaning to curating. Local woman's rise. Adrian clipped every copy. Framing quiet study. Pride, genuine, never possessive. Public eyes turned whispers. Harrington's maid turned girlfriend. Lena stiffened interviews. I was staff, now curator. He supported. I earned. Miss Rivera backed fierce. Talent, recognized late. Mama hosted kitchen command. Adrian chopping nervous. Lena directing laughs. Tomas, Mrs. Chen joined table groaning turkey. Greens, pies. Toasts heartfelt mama raising glass. From hospital bed to family table, God works mysteries. Adrian squeezed Lena's hand under table. Couldn't agree more. Post-meal walks garden crisp air, his arm around shoulders natural. This your life now, she believed. Derek's sister called pleading tone. He's sorry. Christmas alone jail. Visit? Lena firm. No contact means no. Hung up steady. Adrian witnessing proud. Right call. Holiday party mansion, sparkling. Lena co-hostess. Elegant dress, curls free. Adrian matched suit sharp. Eyes only her. Dance floor slow sway. Whispers close. Beautiful inside out. Heat bloomed. Later guests gone. Firelit. Library lovemaking first. Full tender exploration. Trust complete. No savior dynamic. Equals giving, receiving. Mama relapse, scare fever spiked. Hospital rush. Tests grim. Treatment resistant. Lena shattered waiting room. Adrian holding through sobs. Fight like you, he murmured. Adrian pulled strings, experimental trial top facility. Travel arranged. Mama stabilized slow. Lena bedside constant. Adrian shuttling meals. Work cover. Gratitude deepened, bond unbreakable. Recovery homebound. Lena balanced work devotion seamless. Full curator offer travel required. Conferences national. Lena hesitated 6 months away. Adrian encouraged. Go. World needs your voice. Decision. Weekend balcony. His arms around. Proud. Either choice. Chose yes. Growth. Over comfort. Farewell dinner intimate. Lovemaking. Fierce. Tender. Airport drop-off kiss lingering. 6 months flies. Lena's exhibit DC success. Panels speaking survivor stories woven career. Adrian sent flowers each city. Homecomings monthly electric airport reunions passionate. Nights reconnecting. Growth, mutual Adrian therapy vulnerability. Lena confidence radiant. Mama walking steady. Library permanent role. Derek paroled early. Good behavior conditions ironclad. Monitored residence distant state. Final threat letter intercepted mail. Hate your happiness. Police response swift. Violation logged. Lena exhaled final. Free. Anniversary closet discovery. Adrian planned surprise garden under strung lights. Staff discreet vanished. Table candle lit. Mama watching, distant approving. Ring simple diamond. Black sapphire accent her skin. Kneeling, voice thick. Lena Jackson saw broken woman closet. Found strongest soul. Marry me? Tears streamed. Yes, 1,000 times. Embrace fierce stars witness. Mama rushed hugging. New first night. The probation hearing victory felt like slamming shut a 1,000-pound iron vault door, one that had loomed over Lena's life for years, trapping her in cycles of fear, apologies, and survival mode. But even with Derek behind bars facing 18 months minimum, Lena knew from bitter experience that men like him didn't surrender their illusions of ownership quietly. They simmered, they plotted, they waited for cracks. The mansion, however, had become her fortress, not just physically with its gated perimeter, 24/7 security cameras, and reinforced doors, but emotionally. The walls that once echoed with her silent endurance now hummed with life. Mama's gospel records playing softly from her guest room, Tomas's laughter booming from the kitchen during staff breaks, Mrs. Chen's rhythmic chopping of vegetables for family dinners that had become a nightly ritual. Lena's library job had settled into a rhythm that felt like breathing mornings, spent cataloging rare volumes in the climate-controlled archives, afternoons assisting patrons with that quiet competence that made Miss Rivera beam with pride. You're a natural, Jackson. The way you connect the dots between forgotten authors, museum quality. Evenings brought her back to the mansion, where Adrian waited not as the distant millionaire boss she'd first met, but as the man who'd seen her at her most broken and chosen to build something real instead of walking away. But beneath this hard-won peace, something deeper was growing between Lena and Adrian, fragile and beautiful as the first green shoots pushing through frozen soil after a brutal winter. Their first official date 2 weeks after the hearing had set the tone perfectly, no grand gestures that might make her feel indebted. Just a quiet drive to a city overlook with a simple picnic basket, sharp cheddar, fresh grapes, her favorite ginger-infused wine that warmed without overwhelming. Marcus had dropped them off with a knowing wink, leaving them alone under a sprawl of endless stars. They'd spread a blanket on the grass, city lights twinkling like distant promises far below, and conversation had flowed as naturally as the wine first. About her latest library find, a first edition, Zora Neale Hurston, with inscriptions that made her heart race. Then his latest business stress, a merger teetering on ethical lines he refused to cross, then into comfortable silences where words weren't needed. Adrian had traced constellations with his finger against the night sky, his voice low and thoughtful. Ever think about the future, Lena? Not just surviving day to day, but really dreaming again? She'd leaned back on her elbows, vulnerable in a way that still scared her, the cool grass tickling her arms. I used to dream big curator position, maybe even my own rare books shop someday, traveling to auctions, building collections that tell stories people forgot. Derek shrunk all that down to just clean and shut up. Adrian had turned to her then, his eyes serious in the moonlight, reflecting stars like tiny galaxies. Dream bigger now. No one's shrinking you anymore. The air between them thickened with possibility. With you in it? She'd asked, her voice barely above a whisper, testing the waters of this new territory. He'd exhaled slowly, honesty raw in his expression. If you'll have me there. No timeline, no pressure, just direction. Her heart had swelled so full it ached. Yes, and their first real kiss had followed not the tentative brush of lips from their balcony moment, but certain and deep, his hands framing her face gently as if she were the most precious thing in his world. The city fading to nothing but distant hum. When they pulled back, breathless and smiling, he'd whispered against her forehead, "That's direction." The drive back had been quiet, charged with new electricity, Marcus pretending not to notice their linked hands in the back seat. Mama had been waiting in the kitchen with a sly grin that said she hadn't missed a thing, stirring a pot of her famous collard greens. "Good drive?" she'd asked, eyes twinkling. Lena had flushed to her roots. "Perfect." Adrian had bid them good night with respectful formality, a soft kiss on Lena's doorstep that lingered just long enough to promise more, his hand brushing her cheek before he turned away. Sleep had come sweet that night, her dreams shifting from shadows of fear to vivid colors of possibility. Bookshops filled with light, Mama healthy and laughing, Adrian's hand steady in hers through it all. Weeks turned into months, and their love solidified, not through dramatic declarations, but through the quiet accumulation of daily choices, the way Adrian left her favorite ginger tea steeping on the counter before her morning library shift, how Lena started leaving notes in his briefcase, with quotes from the rare books she'd discovered that day. "The past is never dead. It's not even past." Faulkner. The shared glances across the dinner table that spoke volumes without a word. Lena's library promotion came through in early November, junior curator with her own small office overlooking the courtyard, a team of 3 volunteers reporting to her, a salary bump that meant she could start setting aside real savings for Mama's long-term care and her own bookshop dream. The celebration dinner at the mansion was grand but heartfelt, the entire staff attending in their Sunday best, the dining room transformed with candlelight and fresh flowers from the garden. Tomas had stood on a chair to toast her success, his voice booming through laughter and cheers. To Lena, from polishing my silverware to polishing the city's literary gems. Even Mrs. Ellis had lifted her glass with a reluctant smile, muttering, "Well earned, I suppose." Adrian had waited until the staff dispersed before pulling her aside in the library, presenting a leather portfolio embossed with her initials L.J. in elegant gold script. "For all the contracts you'll be signing someday," he'd said, his voice thick with pride. Later, during their balcony ritual under the stars, she'd whispered against his chest, "I love you, Adrian." The words had tumbled out unbidden, raw and true. He'd cupped her face reverently, his eyes shining. "I've loved you longer than I knew how to say." Intimacy deepened slowly. Boundaries always honored, shared nights in his bed became more frequent, but every touch was a question answered with enthusiastic yes, every vulnerability met with gentle strength. Mama watched it all with approving eyes, pulling Lena aside one afternoon while folding laundry in the sunlit guest room. "He sees you whole, baby girl, not the pieces Derek tried to break you into. That's rare, love. Hold it close." Lena had hugged her tight, tears pricking. "I will, Mama." Derek's letters started arriving in mid-December, smuggled somehow through jail mail screening and forwarded to the library in plain envelopes, with Lena's name scrawled in his familiar jagged handwriting. The first one contained a single dried rose petal and the words, "Rich boy bought you temporary. Real me waits forever." Her stomach had churned as she forwarded it immediately to Reynolds, who filed additional harassment charges without hesitation. The second letter arrived a week later. "Saw your picture in the paper. Fancy now. Come visit Christmas. We good?" Lena's hands shook as she documented it for Miss Rivera's security log, her supervisor's face hardening. "Police again. And take the week paid." The probation officer made a house call to the mansion the next day, a no-nonsense woman named Detective Hayes, who reviewed the letters with grim efficiency. "He's angry. Not dangerous right now, jail's breaking his control fantasy. But we're monitoring. Any more, and it's straight revocation." Still, the nightmares returned in force. Lena, waking in cold sweats at 3 a.m., heart pounding with phantom fists against doors. Adrian always there to soothe her back to sleep with quiet stories from his childhood until her breathing evened. "It's just past echoes," he'd murmur, stroking her hair. "You're here, you're present, you're safe." Lena resumed therapy in earnest, a weekly group for domestic violence survivors at the community center, where she sat in a circle of women with stories echoing her own. The slow erosion of confidence, the gaslighting disguised as love, the isolation that made leaving feel impossible. When it was her turn to share, her voice carried unexpected weight, the other women leaning in. "He made me invisible except when he wanted to hurt me. This man in my life now, he sees everything, the strong parts, the scared parts, all of it, and loves me through them. That's what real partnership looks like." Lena curated her first major exhibit in February, Forgotten Voices, Black Authors of the 20th Century, transforming a dusty gallery into a vibrant celebration of overlooked geniuses, complete with rare first editions, handwritten manuscripts, and interactive timelines. Crowds poured in. Local papers ran features, from cleaning to curating, local woman's remarkable rise, and suddenly Lena was fielding interview requests, her photo in the society pages next to Adrian's name. Whispers followed. Harrington's maid turned girlfriend? She'd stiffened during one radio spot, her voice firm over the airwaves. "I was staff once, yes. Now I'm a curator, because I earned it. Every late night studying, every exhibit planned, every connection made. He supported my growth, but I built it." Miss Rivera had clapped her on the back afterward. "Handled like a pro. Proud of you." Thanksgiving brought the mansion's first true family gathering, Mama taking over the kitchen like a general, directing Adrian, who chopped onions with awkward enthusiasm, and Lena stirring gravy with practiced ease, while Thomas and Mrs. Chen set the massive oak table groaning under turkey, candied yams, cornbread dressing, collards slow-simmered with smoked turkey necks, sweet potato pie still warm from the oven. The staff joined in full. 20 souls crammed around extensions and side tables, laughter echoing off crystal chandeliers. Mama raised her glass of sweet tea, her voice strong despite the oxygen tube discreetly tucked away. "From my hospital bed a year ago, thinking I'd leave my girl alone in this world, to this table surrounded by family, some by blood, most by choice. God works in mysteries, but this one's plain beautiful." Adrian had squeezed Lena's hand under the table, his thumb tracing circles on her knuckles. After the meal, they'd all walked the crisp garden paths in coats and scarves, breath fogging the air, Thomas challenging everyone to pie-eating contests that dissolved into hysterics. Winter holidays tested their bond deeper still. Derek's sister called out of the blue on a snowy afternoon, her voice dripping false, pleading over the mansion line. "Lena, honey, he's so sorry. Christmas alone in that cell, can you visit just once?" Family's all he has. Lena's grip tightened on the receiver, memories flashing of holiday, surprises that left her bruised, and explaining to Mama, "No contact means no, Carla. Tell him to write his apologies in therapy, not letters." She hung up steady, Adrian witnessing from the doorway with quiet pride in his eyes. Right call, every time. The mansion transformed for the season, Lena directing twinkling lights along the eaves, Mama baking gingerbread with intricate icing patterns, Adrian hauling in a 12-foot Fraser fir that filled the foyer with pine scent. Their holiday party was intimate elegance, local arts patrons mingling with staff, Lena co-hosting in a sapphire gown that hugged her curves perfectly, her curls swept up with pearl pins, Adrian matching in midnight tuxedo, his eyes finding hers across the room every few minutes. On the dance floor, they'd swayed slow to jazz standards, his breath warm against her ear. Beautiful, inside and out always were. Heat had bloomed low in her belly. Later, guests gone and house quiet, they'd made love for the first time fully in the firelit library, tender exploration of bodies and souls. No savior dynamic, lingering, just two equals giving and receiving with reverence, falling asleep tangled on the rug with blankets pulled close. Spring brought the crisis peak that tested everything they'd built. Mama's fever spiked overnight, in March 102 degrees by morning, cough rattling deep. Lena called 911 panicked, Adrian bundling her into the SUV while Marcus sped to the ER. Doctors swarming with tests and IVs. Waiting room limbo stretched endless, Lena pacing tiles worn smooth, Adrian holding her through body-racking sobs. "She has to be okay," Lena whispered broken. "Can't lose her now." He'd pulled her into his lap, despite public eyes, rocking gently. "She fights like you do, fierce, unyielding. We'll get through." Adrian pulled every string in silence. Experimental treatment, trial at the top cancer center 2 states away, private jet chartered, top specialists consulted within hours. Mama stabilized slowly over weeks of inpatient care, Lena at bedside constant with books and gospel playlists, Adrian shuttling home-cooked meals and handling Lena's library coverage seamlessly. When Mama turned the corner, scans clear, walking laps relief crashed like ocean waves, the three of them hugging tear-streaked in the hospital garden. Lena's career milestone collided with their deepening romance that summer. The full curator position offered national travel, 6 months of conferences, auctions, exhibit installations from DC to LA. Lena hesitated in her office, staring at the contract. Growth she'd dreamed of, but leaving Mama recovering, Adrian holding the fort. Their decision weekend unfolded on the balcony, his arms around her from behind as they watched fireflies dance. "Proud of whatever you choose," he'd murmured into her hair. "The world needs your voice out there." She'd chosen yes, growth over comfort, trust in their foundation. The farewell dinner was intimate candlelight, lovemaking fierce and tender that night, bodies memorizing each other. Airport drop-offs became ritual, passionate reunions every homecoming, nights reconnecting skin to skin. Letters bridged the distance daily, emails filled with photos of Lena on panels sharing survivor stories, woven into literary history. Adrian sending orchids to every hotel with notes, shining as always. Growth was mutual. Adrian started therapy, unpacking his decade of walls post-divorce, Lena's confidence radiating brighter with every keynote. Summer return home transformed them, Mama walking steady, unassisted, the library granting permanent role with travel stipend. Derek paroled early for good behavior, conditions ironclad, monitored residence 3 states away, weekly counseling, lifetime no contact. His final threat letter intercepted in library mail. "Hate seeing you happy without me. Enjoy it while it lasts." Police response swift, violation logged as final nail. Lena exhaled fully for the first time. Free, truly. He'd planned meticulously. Garden transformed under strung fairy lights. Staff vanished discreetly to give privacy. Candlelit table with Mama watching, approving from a distant window. As dessert arrived, her favorite red velvet layered 3-high, Adrian stood, pulling a velvet box from his pocket. Kneeling on one knee, voice thick with emotion, ring glinting simple diamond flanked by black sapphires to match her skin. "Lena Jackson, I saw a broken woman crying in my closet that day. What I found was the strongest soul I've ever known. Resilient, kind, brilliant. Marry me." Tears streamed free down her cheeks. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Their embrace fierce under stars, Mama rushing out for group hug, laughter mingling with sobs. The engagement ring caught every light, like a captured star, simple diamond, flanked by black sapphires that perfectly complemented Lena's rich brown skin. A deliberate choice Adrian had made after months of quiet observation. Mama's group hug under the fairy lights had dissolved into laughter and tears, the garden air thick with jasmine and relief, staff peeking from windows with knowing smiles before discreetly retreating. "New first night you brought her home," Mama had whispered to Adrian, patting his cheek with her work-roughened hand. "Eyes don't lie." Lena had slipped the ring on her finger, turning her hand this way and that, the weight unfamiliar, but right like the future it symbolized. Adrian had pulled her close again, foreheads touching, his voice low for her ears only. "No rush on the wedding. Your career, Mama's health, whatever pace feels safe." She'd kissed him soft, tasting salt from happy tears. "Soon, ready for forever with you." Wedding planning unfolded, organic, no lavish excess, intimate garden ceremony under their anniversary tree. 75 guests, max, library colleagues, mansion staff become family, Mama's church ladies, Adrian's trusted business circle. Lena chose ivory lace gown, simple, elegant, curls loose with sapphire pins matching ring. Adrian waited altar in navy suit crisp. Eyes locked hers, walking aisle on Mama's arm, both women beaming. Vows, handwritten raw. Lena's voice steady, recounting closet tears to this joy. Adrian promising, "See you fully every day. Love your strength, not despite scars, but through them." Rings exchanged, gold bands, etched intertwined vines. Kiss sealing under applause, petals raining soft. Honeymoon, 2 weeks, coastal cottage waves crashing, bonfires nightly. Love-making, lazy, sunlit mornings. No phones, just presence. "This real?" Lena murmured. One dawn, tangled sheets, ocean roaring outside. Adrian traced her spine. Realer, every day. Returned, refreshed, life elevated. Lena's curator role expanded, national exhibits. Adrian delegating business for family time. Test positive early morning. Lena staring mirror, shocked, joyful. Adrian found kitchen, swept, spinning. Baby. Names debated, playful girl after Mama Eleanor Grace. Boy strong, steady. Miles Adrian. Pregnancy glowed, Lena curves fuller, confidence radiant. Library, maternity leave, generous. Adrian home office more. Mama knitted blankets feverish. Church prayer chain buzzing. Labor hit midnight storm raging. Hospital rush. Hours pushing. Adrian gripping, hand white-knuckled. Eleanor Grace arrived 4:17 a.m. 7 pounds 2 ounces. Cry lusty filling room. Lena held first, tears streaming. Perfect. Adrian kissed foreheads both. My girls. Ellie colic nights tested. Lena rocking endless. Adrian bottles dawn. Mama babysat joyful, spoiling rotten. Lena balanced work part-time post-maternity. Exhibits virtual when needed. Ellie firsts magical crawl library rug age 8 months, chasing dust motes. First word Mama, clear, deliberate. Steps wobbly toward Adrian, outstretched arms. Lena launched non-profit Hidden Pages Foundation, preserving Black literature, scholarships underserved youth. First gala raised $250K. Adrian silent major donor. Ellie toddled stage clutching microphone, crowd melted. Like Mama, Lena whispered proud. Ellie's preschool bout pneumonia scared deep, Adrian pacing ER again. Lena praying silent. Recovery full, family tighter. Derek News faint parole denied permanent record. Life rebuilt distant obscurity. Lena testified final hearing closure, voice power, not victim. Survivor, thriving. Garden, same lights. Ellie, age 5, dancing barefoot. Miles born 3 years later, 2 clapping chubby hands. Dinner expanded, staff family full. Toasts flowed. Thomas, from maid to matriarch. Mrs. Chen recipes past Ellie. Adrian pulled Lena aside tree. Second ring eternity band. 10 years, loving you stronger daily. Renewed vows whispered. Kids asleep laps. Ellie, age 10, asked bedtime. Mama cry closet story. Lena sat bed, Adrian doorway. Yes, baby. Hard time. Wrong man hurt. Good man found. Helped heal. Now happy family. Ellie hugged tight. Love good endings. Lena met Adrian, eyes across room. Best ending. The wedding day dawned perfect, soft golden light filtering through oak leaves. Garden transformed simple elegance, white folding chairs in neat rows, facing arched trellis, draped jasmine and gardenias, aisle-lined lanterns waiting dusk glow. Exactly. 75 guests arrived punctual. Lena's library colleagues in colorful dresses chatting exhibits, mansion staff polished proud Tomas adjusting tie nervous. Mrs. Chen, dabbing eyes handkerchief. Mama's church ladies fanning programs gossiping joyful. Adrian's trusted business circle, understated suits, sipping lemonade. No paparazzi, no excess, just love witnessed intimate circle. Lena waited bridal suite upstairs. Ivory lace gown hugging curves, graceful, simple, A-line. Sweetheart neckline delicate, three-quarter sleeves, modest, elegant. Curls loose, cascading shoulders, sapphire pins catching light-matching ring. Mama helped final adjustments, hands trembling emotion. Beautiful baby. He good man sees your soul. Lena hugged tight, tears pricking. Couldn't without you. Mama pulled back, eyes shining. Survived worse together. Now thrive. Walk down grand staircase arm. Mama's walker discarded weeks ago. String quartet, soft, violin swelling. Guests hushed, all eyes Lena radiant. Adrian waited altar under trellis. Navy suit, crisp, perfect. Boutonniere single gardenia. Eyes locked hers entire aisle world, narrowed two souls. No stumble, no nerves, just certainty. Efficient, warm baritone. Vows handwritten, raw hearts. Lena first, voice steady, clear. Adrian Harrington. Found me broken closet tears that day, not judged, seen, offered hand up, not ladder down. Taught, love patient, sees strength scars, celebrates growth. Promise love same way, your quiet power, tender heart, endless belief. Through joy, trials, every tomorrow. Guests dabbed eyes. Adrian stepped close, voice thick gravel. Lena Jackson. Walked hallway, heard pain no one else noticed. Saw woman resilient beyond measure, kind despite cruelty, strong through shattering. Loved watching you reclaim dreams, build family from ashes. Promise protect, not control, support, not overshadow. Love fully every layer, laughs, fears, triumphs. Forever partner, never savior. Rings exchanged, gold bands, etched intertwined vines, symbol growth together. Kiss sealed, gentle, deep, applause erupted. Petals raining soft, fragrant. Asterisk, asterisk, reception, garden, magic, round tables, candle lit, feast, soul food elevated, fried chicken, crisp herb brined, collared slow simmered smoked hock, cornbread golden honey butter, mac and cheese baked bubbly, peach cobbler warm scoops vanilla, first dance slow sway, at last Etta James, Adrian whispering ear, perfect day, perfect woman, cake cut laughter, Ellie nowhere yet but champagne toasts flowed heartfelt. Tomas boomed Mike. From Maid Mansion to Queen Heart Lena. Mrs. Chen teary. Recipes forever. Dancing spilled lawn. Stars emerging one by one. Bed late. Love-making tender celebratory. Dawn-breaking honeymoon bound. Asterisk, asterisk. Honeymoon coastal cottage. Secluded waves crashing constant lullaby. Weathered porch swing creaking nights. Kitchen stocked fresh crab lobster. No schedules, just presence. Morning walks, beach hand in hand collecting shells. Afternoons reading novels aloud, tangled sheets. Evenings bonfires, roasting marshmallows, sharing dreams. This real? Lena murmured, one dawn ocean roaring window. Adrian's fingers tracing spine lazy. Realer every sunrise, murmured lips neck. Returned, tanned, glowing. Life elevated. New layer. Wife ring, constant reminder, chosen equal. Pregnancy surprise, 9 months wedding. Morning sickness hit subtle. Test positive drugstore early dawn. Lena staring mirror bathroom, shocked, joyful tears. Adrian found kitchen pouring coffee. Swept arms spinning, breathless laugh. Baby. Names debated, playful drives. Girl Eleanor Grace. Ellie mama's strength. Boy Miles. Adrian. Journey. Protector. Pregnancy transformed Lena, radiant curves, fuller lush, skin glowing, confident stratosphere. Library maternity, generous 12 weeks paid. Adrian rearranged home office flexible. Mama knitted blankets, feverish tiny booties. Church ladies prayer chain, buzzing weekly updates, casseroles piling freezer. Birth dramatic midnight. Labor pains sharp 11:47 p.m. Thunderstorm raging skies, contractions 5 minutes. Hospital rush SUV hydroplaning rain-slick roads. Marcus steady wheel. ER doors burst. Nurses wheeling fast. Dilated 6. Progressing rapid. Hours labor intense. Lena gripping Adrian's hand, knuckles white. Sweat beading forehead. Pushing guttural cries echoing sterile room. Adrian coaching constant. Breathe love. Your warrior. Ellie arrived 4:17 a.m. 7 pounds 2 ounces 20 inches. Cry lusty piercing joy. Doctor placed chest first, tiny fists waving, furious. Lena held trembling, tears streaming free. Perfect. Ours. Adrian kissed foreheads both reverent, voice breaking. My girls. Incredible. Motherhood whirlwind, beautiful chaos. Ellie colic nights endless, 3-hour rocking sessions 2 a.m. Lena pacing, nursery humming, gospel soft. Adrian bottles warming, microwave pacing parallel. Mama babysat joyful afternoons, spoiling rotten pureed peas airplane spoons. First's magical milestone. Crawl library rug, age 8 months chasing sunbeams, dust motes. First word, mama. Deliberate, clear during bath bubbles. Steps wobbly toward Adrian. Outstretched arms, living room cheers erupting. Sleep regressions, teething fevers tested patience. But love multiplied every trial. Career legacy built parallel family. Lena launched Hidden Pages Foundation, non-profit age 2. Ellie preserving black literature, endangered collections, scholarships, underserved youth library science. First gala, downtown, ballroom raised $250K silent auction. Rare manuscripts, Adrian, major donor, anonymous. Ellie toddled stage microphone, stubby fingers, crowd collective, awe melting. Like mama, Lena whispered, proud podium, arm baby waist. Challenges tempered growth deeper. Ellie, preschool, pneumonia, age 4, fever 103.5, hospital rush deja vu. Adrian pacing ER familiar tiles, Lena holding tiny hand praying silent. Pediatric ICU, 2 nights oxygen mask, recovery full week home rest. Family tighter crisis, gratitude acute. Miles, born 3 years later, C-section planned, 8 pounds even. Mellow contrast, sister firecracker, double chaos, joyful Ellie bossing baby brother blocks, Miles adoring gummy smiles. Derek News faint echo, parole denied permanent record violations, life rebuilt distant obscurity construction job, mandated counseling. Lena testified final hearing closure age 7, Ellie voice power room, not victim anymore, survivor, thriving, wife, mother, curator, changing narratives. Judge nodded respect. Inspiring. Anniversary 10 years closet. Garden same fairy lights twinkling nostalgic. Ellie 10 dancing barefoot grass. Miles 7 clapping chubby enthusiasm. Dinner expanded, full staff family, 30 souls laughing stories. Toasts cascaded. Thomas booming. Decade Maid matriarch. Mrs. Chen recipes past Ellie handwritten book. Adrian pulled Lena aside, willow tree planted year 1. Second ring eternity band diamonds sapphires. 10 years loving stronger daily. Renewed vows whispered, kids asleep laps arms. Legacy full circle profound. Ellie bedtime age 12 asked curious. Mama cry closet real story. Lena sat edge bed. Adrian doorway shadow supportive. Yes baby. Hardest time wrong man hurt deep. Made small. Good man found hallway. Heard pain. Offered hand without strings. Helped heal slow patient. Now happy family, dreams real. Ellie hugged fierce. Love good endings. Lena met Adrian eyes across dim room. Hand reaching. Best ending living. Years layered richer. Ellie college-bound literature major, Mama's scholarship. Miles soccer star, gentle giant. Lena Foundation National. TED Talk, stories save lives. Adrian retired partial philanthropy partner. Grandkids toddled garden future. Closet memory faded scar, beautiful reminder, love sees broken, builds whole.